Hello students, I am Linkeswar, a mathematics teacher at Lux School of Science. Right? We will study mathematics and today we'll start with standard 11, chapter number 7, permutation and combination. Now this chapter is totally new for the students of 11th science, right? So let's start with the meaning of permutation and combination. Permutation and combination means arranging things or selecting things from a given number. Okay, let me explain you by giving an example. Now say if there are three students, okay, let's take there are three students, Manav, Jay, and Dhruv. Okay. Now these there are three students, Manav, Jay, and Dhruv. And now I am having three places for them to sit. One, two, three. Let's say there are these three benches, and I can only allow one student to sit in one bench. Okay. Then in how many different ways? Okay, let me write it in this way. One, two, three. This is the first bench, second bench, third bench. Now, in how many different ways I can arrange these three students? Let's say that at first bench I am telling Mano to sit, Jai to sit, Dhruv to sit. This is one way, right? Or else let's take at first bench Manav, second bench Dhruv, third bench Jay. Okay, on the third bench I have told Jay to sit. This is the second way. Or else on first way Dhruv, second bench Manav, third bench Jay, or first bench Dhruv, second Jay, third Manav. This is also a way. Or else Jay, Dhruv, Manav, Jay, Manav, Dhruv. Okay? Is there anything remaining? No. Now these are the six different ways, maximum six ways. Okay? One, two, three, four, five, six. So I can arrange these three students in these three benches in six different ways. Clear? So this is arrangement, right? And that is called permutation. Okay, and select arranging three students, taking three at a time. I'm taking all the three at a time. It can be also like that. You are having only two benches and you have to arrange any two out of three. Means you have to select any two and then arrange them. That is arranging these three students taking two at a time. Okay, so this is permutation. Okay, but let's say there are five students. Okay, let's add two more students. Okay, let's take Abhi. Let's take Viral. Okay, yeah, let's take six students. Let's add one more. Pratik. So now, if I want to arrange these six students, and let's say I'm having three benches, or let's take four, five, six. If I will calculate by this way, it will be very, very lengthy. It will take a long time, right? So I will use the concepts of permutation. I will use some formulas based on permutation, right? That we are going to study in detail in this chapter, right? No need to do all these things and calculate a very lengthy method. You can find out in a very short way. Clear? That we'll study later on. Okay, but this is the meaning of permutation, arranging. Okay, now let's take one more example. Okay, Now again, there are six students, or let's take reduce it three students, four students. Let's take one a B, right? Now you have to select two students as your friends. Let's say this all these four are your friend, right? And you have to select two students. Let's say you want to go for a movie. You're having three tickets, right? One ticket will be for yours. Now you're having two additional tickets. So you can't take all four of them. You can take any two of them, right? So in how many ways you can select two of your friends, right? What you can do? You can select Manav and Jai. You can select Manav and Dhruv. You can select Manav and Abhi, right? Or else Jay and Dhruv. I cannot write Jay and Mano because Jay and Mano, this both in one the same, right? Jay and Abhi or Dhruv and Abhi. So how many ways? One, two, three, four, five, six. There are maximum six ways. There are maximum six ways in which you can select two of your friends from four. Right? You can select two friends from four of your friends. Among these four friends, you have to select two. You can do it in maximum six ways. So this is combination. But just imagine you are having 30 students, let's say 50 students in your class. How many students? Okay, let's take example 30 students in your class, and you have to form a cricket team. For that, you have to select 11 students. So, in how many different ways you can select 11 students among them 30 students? So, now is this method suitable? No, right? So for that, we will use the concepts of combination, right? With selecting 11 out of 30, that is combination. We'll use that concept. Okay? So this was just the basic to just make you understand what is permutation and what is combination. Okay? So now, in the first exercise 7.1, 7.2, we will be dealing the sums related to permutation. Okay, now let's take one example of based on numeric means 347. Now the question can be how many three digits number you can form using 3, 4 and 7 provided none of the digit can be repeated. Means you can take 3 only once. You can take 4 only once. So now how many ways? You can take 347, 374, 473, 437, 734, 743. So these are the six numbers. Try yourself. Try by yourself. You will not get more than six. These are the only six numbers. So you can form six numbers, right? But if 9, 5. Now it will be a lengthy method if you're using this way, right? So let's give you a shortcut. For this, three number. How many digits I have to form? Three digits. One, two, three, right? Is there any condition? Yes. You cannot place zero here. But we are not having zero. We are having 3, 4, and 7. So now when I will start with this place, how many options I have? I can put either 3, I can put either 4, I can put either 7. So I am having 3 options. So I will take 3, right? Now let's take that this place is filled. Means either 3 or 4 or 7. I have put any one number here, right? So now how many are remaining? How many were there? Total 3. How many places are filled? 1. Means I have selected 1. So remaining is 2. So 2 out of these 3 are remaining. So for this place, I am having two options. Clear? So now let's say this is also filled. So from 3, how many are selected? 2. 3 minus 2, 1. So for this, only 1. Yeah. So 3 into 2 into 1, 6. See, these are the 6. The question was not like which numbers can you form. The question was how many numbers can you form. Right? So final answer is 6. Either solve it by this way or this way. I prefer solving it by this way. Clear? Now, just imagine if the question is you can repeat the digit, repeat the number. Means again, I'm having three, one, two, three. How many possibilities? Three possibilities, right? I had placed one number. Now, let's say I have put here 4. So now how many possibilities? 3 and 7? Only 2? No. You can repeat. I can also take 4 here. In this question, no repetition. And in this question, repetition allowed. Means here you can repeat. You can use the number 333, 433, 444, 773, 777. Right? So here there are three options. Here again three options. Here again three options. Here, so this way you can form 3 into 3, 9 into 3, 27. So if repetition is allowed, 27. If repetition is not allowed, 6 numbers. So this was just an example. Clear? This was just an example. Okay? So now, again, I will just mention what type of sums can be asked. Before starting the question, let's learn something about the basics. Okay? Now, if there is a 4-digit number, okay, let me write down here. I'm writing out the points. If there is a 4-digit number, that means there are 4 places. One, two, three, 4. Okay? What is the condition here? The condition here is 0 cannot be placed here. Okay? Whenever there are 4-digit number, you cannot place 0 here. 5-digit number at that time also, at the first place, you cannot put 0. At all the rest of the places, you can put 0. So the first condition, whatever the question is, how many digit number, 3-digit, 4-digit, 5-digit, okay, remember that you cannot put 0 at the first place. Or else, if I'm putting here 0, then it will be a 3-digit number, not 4-digit, right? So not only for 4-digit, for any digit. Now, second, even number. Okay. Now, sometimes the question can be asked that how many even numbers can you form? Right? Now, let's take 4-digit even number. Or let's take first even number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any number. Let's take 5-digit. Now, for this even number, what is the condition? Which is this place? Units place must be even. Means you can put here 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Whatever the number are given, from there, if you are having 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, then you can put. Okay? Clear? So here you can only put these 5 numbers. If you are having, if you only have 2 and 4, like if you have number 2, 3, 4, 5, then you can only put 2 and 4 because you are not having 6, 8 and 0. Right? So the condition for even number means even number at, or let's say 02468 at units place at all the rest of the number. Okay, or let's take at all this place you can put any number. Okay, and at first place any number except 0. Let's take this is 5 digit. If it is 5 digit even number, then any number except 0. But remember, if the question is if you want a passcode, right? Means if you want to form a password and you are given 0 to 4, and you have to use 4 digits, at that time you can use 0 here. But if it is a given that how many 5 digit even numbers can be formed, then the condition must be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 at units place. At these places, you can use any numbers, and here you can put any numbers except 0. Clear? Okay, so this was for even numbers. So just note down these two things, then we will move forward. Okay? The next, some type of question says that how many numbers can be formed which are divisible by 3, which are divisible by 4, divisible by 5, divisible by 10. So for that, we will use the divisibility rules. You had already studied this in your lower standard, maybe in 7th, 6th, or 8th, right? We have studied this already, but just we will take a quick revision for that. So, first, divisibility rule of 3. If there are 4 digits, then sum of all digits must be divisible by 3. Let's say example if it's 1, 2, 3, 7, 1. Let's just add it 1 plus 2 plus 7 plus 1. 7 to 9, 10, 11. Is 11 divisible by 3? No. Means this whole number is not divisible by 3. Right? But if it is like this, 1 plus 2 plus 7 plus 2, it's 12. Is it divisible? Yes. So this number will be divisible by 3. Okay. So when you're forming, select the numbers in such a way that all are divisible by 3. Like if the question is how many numbers divisible by 3, you can form using 3, 4, 2. Then I have to form 3 digit numbers. 3 plus 4 plus 2 is 6. So whatever number I form taking these three will be divisible by 3. So first I am having 3 options. Any one, then 2, any one without repetition. So 6. So I can form 6 numbers which are divisible by 3. But if the question is you have to use 3, 4, and 1. Now it is asked, taking all these 3 digits, how many numbers of 3 digits you can form which are divisible by 3? Then 3 plus 4, 7 plus 1, 8. 8 is not divisible. So you cannot form any number of 3 digits using all these 3 at a time. Okay? So this was divisibility rule of 3. Next is divisibility rule of 4. So, in lower standard, you might have studied that the last 2 digits, whatever, if it is 4 digit, 5 digit, 10 digit, 15 digit, whatever higher number it is, the last 2 digits must be divisible by 4, like 346. 6, 5. Now 65 is not divisible by 4, so the whole number is not divisible by 4. But if it is 64, right? 16 fours are 64, so this is divisible by, so the whole number is divisible by 4. Okay, but now we will use a different technique in permutation and combination. If I just go to the table of 4, 4 zeros are 0, 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 12, 16, 4 fives are 20, 24, 28, 30, sorry, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48, 52, 56. Okay. Now see what comma, these are the divisible multiples of 4, right? So when I observe, see here the common thing, 0, 4, 8, 0, 4, 8, 0, 4, 8. Clear? This is 2, 6, 2, 6, 2, 6. Okay, so what does that mean? Case 1. If here, see, 0, 2, 4, even number. Then what are we here? 0, 4, 8. Case 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. If here it's odd. See, 1, 3, 5. Then at this place, unit place, it will be 2, 6. So this is the divisibility rule of 4. So before you decide how many numbers you can form which are divisible by 4, you have to check this one. So if there is an even number at tens place, there must be 048 at units place. If there is an odd number at tens place, then there must be 2 and 2 or 6 at units place. Then only it can be divisible by 4. Clear? Okay. So now just note down these two rules, divisibility rules of rule of 3 and rule of 4 that we will be going and that will be using for this chapter. Okay, if you're not finished, you can just pause the video and complete it. Now, divisibility rule of 5 and 10. And divisibility rule of 10. So when you say divisibility rule of 5, then at units place it must be 0 or 5. 5 zeros are 0, 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 5 threes are 15, 5 fours are 20. So at units place, there are only two options, either 0 or 5. Okay? If it is divisibility rule of 10, then there is only one option. You know, 10 ones are 10, 2s are 20, 3s are 30, 4s are 40. There must be 0, only 0 at units place. So only one option for that. I will say one possibility that at units place it must be 0. Clear? If it is for divisibility rule of 20, then here it's 0 and here it must be even. Like 21s are 20, 2s are 40, 3s are 60, 4s are 80. So here it's even and at units place it's 0, tens place even. If it is divisibility rule of 20. If it is divisible rule of 10, only one condition that at units place it must be 0. Clear? So just note down these two rules. Okay. Now, next, you have to just understand when you can use zero at first place and when you cannot. Like if the question is how many five digits number, four digit number, three digit number, in that place, if in three digit number you are in three places, then at first place you cannot put zero. But if the question is like you have to form a password, at that place you can put zero at every place, first place or last place. Clear? Okay. So now, if the question is, if a number plate, right? If a number plate of two-wheeler that includes four digits, now how many possibilities, right? At that place, you can say 0001, 0101, right? You can use any number if there is a number plate. In four digit number plate, you can place any numbers, right? The question must be might be asked like if a number plate is formed it is in four digit, then how many numbers are possible, right? You know that in the number of two wheelers or four wheeler, okay, the numbers are repeated, right? They can be repeated, so it can be also like this way. If the number is one, then it will be 0001. This is one possibility, right? So you can put any number. You are having 10 options for here, 10 for here, 10 for here, 10 for here. But remember, you can form any number, but you cannot form number like this, right? No vehicle can have number as zero. Clear? So this was example. So there are many examples like this that we'll see in the coming video lectures. For today, that's it. The next video lecture will start with the exercise 7.1. Okay, but for today, that's it. Thank you.